Now we have one that I didn't mention yet in here, and I really love this bag. So I think you're gonna have to, as always, pause this video to make a little guess. Good morning, guys, and home sweet home. Oh guys, I'm so happy to be home. I can't even tell you like how nice it is to be in my comfy clothes in this setup. I'll be very honest with you, I feel like I have been so long on tour that I don't even want to go on a holiday. I want to stay home. I'm loving it. It's amazing. And I want to take 2 days just to like take care of myself, to get facials, get my hair done, to moisturize my skin and my body, and do all of those wonderful things that you finally get to do after an intense period at work. The thing is, like, I have so many things that I want to speak to you guys about that I don't even know where to start. Now, first things first, I actually have so much to talk to you about. We have some home updates, which I think is quite like useful to discuss. You will notice that I'm quite a little bit more maybe shinier than usually. I will discuss about a skin procedure that I have done recently while I was in Paris. I want to tell you so many things. I also have some new jewelry moments to share with you and some new Hermes purchases to show you in this video. Yep, you heard that well. But first things first, I actually wanted to show you a little lip combo that I have discovered during the fashion month. Now, I think you guys know me and I'm not someone that gatekeeps. You will see these are like products from 1, 2, 3 different brands. So it's not like a branded content. It's just genuinely, I discovered the most insane lip combo that I look at and I'm thinking, how is it possible that these are my lips? And I want to show you before and after so you can see like the hugest transformation you have ever seen. What do you think about that? I'm just thinking it's a gray, gloomy, awful day in Milan, which it never really is. Usually at home I have like such a nice natural light, but I think for what I want to show you, I might need some light. So let's start with that. Let me just go grab it and we start. Okay, I'm setting up. The light situation, right? Ugh, is it too bright? I don't know. I think like for showing you makeup, maybe it will be good. Maybe it's too bright. Hold on. I think this is better, right? So anyway, you can see my skin, you can see everything. And like I said, I will talk about like my skin and stuff that I've done a little bit later. But first things first, obviously this is nothing on my lips right now, right? So natural color, quite pale. If you think about it, maybe I have a bit of foundation on them accidentally, not sure. But this, I have like 2 lip pencils that I really want to talk to you about. They're insane. First one is Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in Iconic Nude. Obsessed with that color. It's more like brownie nude or like more like grayish brownie nude. And this one is more like a flesh color. As you can see, this is from Missoma and I need to order a ton of these. I don't know what shade it is in. I'll link it below. So anyway, what I love about this also is that you don't need to sharpen it. Now, I know that overlining is not the chicest thing in the world to do, but I'm gonna show you what you can achieve with this lip liner. It's insane. It's not like overlining as in to create bigger lips. It's more like perfecting it to create the shadow effect around the lips, which makes them look completely different. So I go in with this lip liner. I hope it's gonna work because I haven't got a mirror. So first I'm gonna look completely ridiculous, like ridiculous. Okay, there's a lot of lining you see, ridiculous. And then you use this brush over here at the back. This brush is magic, and you go like this. You start blending this in. That it almost looks like you're wiping it off, but you blend it inside, okay? Doing this without a mirror is really crazy. And now lips look 25,000 times bigger. But I like to also go with a concealer brush on the outside a little bit, you see? So this is like a different lip shape completely for me. Now, lip product that I really like, if you use this lipstick, which is Charlotte Tilbury Icon Baby, I've spoken about this before. This stays on for the whole day. Love it. Look at this. Just so you can see the color. Look at this lip combination. Compare this to how it was before, 2 different lips. But then I really love this lip product. This is now from Pat McGrath. I've spoken about this before. I will link this as well below because I think it's one of the most beautiful lip glosses on earth. Look at this color. How is it possible to achieve this kind of effect with makeup with these 3 products? However, I also have a incredible experience with the Buxom lip glosses that I've tried. These are like lip matte maximizing glosses, and I like my lips to look like this when I wear makeup, like if it's kind of like a very special event where I'll be taking pictures and things like that, but I don't want my lips to look like this every day. So it's not like, oh, obviously I don't like the effect on myself of lips that are done, so I like when I can achieve this effect with makeup, but obviously each to their own, right? Not everybody wants to, you know, do this with makeup. But if you use this lip product, guys, the way that lips look plump, juicy, you know, the little lines on the lips, they completely disappear also with this. Now, using it over this product is not ideal, but it's just like a lip plumping thing that you can also apply just over the lip liner itself. The lips look best ever. It is stinging like you cannot imagine, but these two, I have like this one, the juicy one, you see like this bottle here, it's actually really, really plumping. This one is more like a gloss. This one is more like extreme plump situation. So I just wanted to share these lip products with you. I will link them all below. I think they're honestly, for me personally, the most incredible lip discovery I've ever had in my life. And it's unbelievable for me that I can look, maybe I'll try and insert before and after, 2 different lips in 5 minutes. I don't know how that is possible, but look at this. If you see me and I look like in the morning like I have no lips, and then in the evening I look like I have huge lips, or like completely different shaped lips or whatever, just know that it is makeup, because I love you guys and because I do not like to gatekeep. And you asked me so much about my lip combo, I had to share that. Well, that was the first thing that I wanted to share with you. As we all know, there's more that I want to tell you. And first thing is, like, we are finally coming to a point where we're getting a lot of things updated in the house. My makeup vanity table is getting built. We're finally getting a table for this part of the living room. We're already talking about getting a TV, which Filippo and I are in 2 minds about, like, because we just don't really watch TV, if I can say so, but whatever. So we're kind of finalizing things, and what's really exciting is that our final chairs for the dining room have arrived, and it took forever. Are you ready to see them? Let's show them to you. Also, I have now switched the light off, so there's me without the light, so you can see better as well. So home sweet home, you guys know everything is the same. Well, not everything is the same actually. We have framed this photograph from Jürgen Teller. It is a slab of marble, actually. I don't know if you can see. Here it is, and we finally framed it. I love that. But here we go. These are our new Pierre Gernet chairs that have arrived. And because Filippo and I were both so into the design, and obviously, you know, rattan is very trendy, popular, but also these are such classic chairs. I don't really know if this shows well on camera. I don't think so, but these are our new chairs. Okay, now that room over there looks like this. So a little bit different because there's that contrast added with the dark chairs. What do you guys think? Let me know. I am so used to the older, like a very pale light vibe, but I think this is much more like design, strong, and shows our character a little bit more. This bouquet over here, you guys know, I literally have the most incredible fiance in the world. This is what I got when I got home. It says another fashion month is gone, and as always, you killed it, baby. Endlessly proud of you. And also my favorite colors of flowers. I love when spring comes for all of these beautiful, beautiful shades. And I just think Filippo, like, I don't even know what to say about this man. He's just the best. Okay, we quickly relocated here. Familiar place. So this is my makeup of the day, which I actually have on because this morning I had like several meetings and lots of things to do, so you guys know how it works. So there are a few things that I want to share with you. By the way, like, how cute is that pop of orange that wasn't there before? I actually want to talk to you about jewelry novelty in my wardrobe. You might have already noticed something new on my ears, and guys, I am obsessed with vintage looking jewelry. It doesn't necessarily have to be vintage, because I'm also particular with obviously the state of the pieces and how they are and how well they're made, etc. But this morning I opened something new. Wait, I'm trying to find where it came from. I think it came from here. Yep, it came from this little box, and this was the pouch in which I found these earrings. These are my very brand new Missoma earrings. Now, I think, like, if you ask me what jewelry I wear the most, is probably, I think, necklaces and earrings. Is that right? And especially when it comes to Missoma, I love their necklaces and their earrings. We know that, right? We know that like chubby hoops, the bigger kind of chunkier earrings that they produce, how much I have actually worn them. I think it's insane. Now you might be wondering, what are these earrings? And these are actually oversized studs. I love how they suit me, especially like this morning I went to this appointment and I wore all brown look, right? I had my jeans, but I had like a brown sweater, I had like a brown coat, my brown bag, and these were the earrings that I chose for the appointment. So because they're like so chunky, like chunky oversized studs, they actually brought such a nice amount of light to my face, and that's what I really love about earrings. I also think that the design of these earrings is really vintage like, which makes them super special. But I'll take this off for now because I have more to show you, which I'm sure you guys are excited about. Are you ready? So first of all, I don't know about you, but both my sister and I, we got very excited when we saw the Missoma new packaging. I think it's really beautiful, like the minty colored boxes. Let me show you. I have a few here around me. So sorry, like look at this blue and the green. The blue and the green are so cute. Love it. Well, anyway, in the other box and pouch, we have another pair of oversized studs, which I'm trying to decide which ones I prefer, but they're quite different actually. So I will link all of these products below so you guys can check them out as well, just to compare the two that you have just seen. So these were the ones that I had in my ear, and these are the ones that I'm gonna put on right away. So I can't quite explain. I think they look very chic. Also not like, I love these. Which one do you prefer? Did I put this on the right ear? I wonder if there's like a way that they should be, but I normally don't really follow rules like that, so it doesn't really matter. I also want to keep unboxing what we have around us so that we can see everything, right? So over here we have more earrings because your girl likes her earrings. I just think, okay, let me put things in perspective for you. I personally believe, I have a lot of jewelry, I have a lot of pieces. I believe that these oversized studs that you have just seen are the earrings of the year. These are the ones that I will be wearing whole summer. I think like I don't have to really style my ear game because I can just wear these. I think they look very expensive. They're obviously made of incredible quality because I love, and I have been wearing Missoma jewelry since I've known myself, and I've been working with the brand for the longest time now, but I really believe in their quality. I love that it's like a woman's led brand. I love the founder, Marisa. She's just like such an inspiration when you listen to her talk about each project, like each design, each kind of idea that she had and she developed from the idea to the actual item. I think it's just like so inspiring from woman to woman to kind of have that flow and that work and that passion put into product that then looks like this. So anyway, I think that this is the item of the earrings of the year are these two. Obviously I will show you more products right now, but I just wanted to kind of put an accent on these because I really love them, and like I said, I will link them below as the first two products. So anyway, I'm the kind of like a girly that wears mostly gold jewelry, and I got these two, but this collection of oversized studs has actually 4 different styles, and there's a mix of silver and gold, and I'm now thinking I should also get a pair of silver. Because like I have actually, when it comes to those like big statement earrings, I have one pair of silver earrings, but I wore them a lot. That at one point Filippo was like, you wear these earrings a lot, so I feel like I need to get another pair. I'll insert a picture of different oversized studs in the collection, and I will link them actually all below so you guys can check them out because they are my absolute favorites, and I really feel like I can vouch for their quality. I wear them every day. You guys know I should not really be saying this. I wore my Missoma jewelry at the beach, in the shower. Probably not recommended. Maybe I won't be like washing my hair with these because they're a little bit bigger, but like, you know your girl. I get so much scolding for you guys for wearing my jewelry at the beach and stuff like that, but it's just who I am. And also the jewelry is kind of part of me and my personality, so I could not mention that because I've had Missoma jewelry last me years and years and through lots of different adventures, let's just say that. But I also got these because I like the mix of gold and silver. These are like hoops but they're kind of like chain hoops because they're two different hoops attached to each other. Look at this. So some of you might prefer something more simple like this. Just thought I'd show you my new jewelry, because then I have to show you also some other newness that I have, because during fashion week I didn't really show you lots of newness. How beautiful. These are very like understated, completely different, but I'm just more into vintage design pieces now. Can you blame me? Okay, so next little orange pouch. I think you guys are gonna love these. I love asymmetric jewelry. I think Filippo is the same actually. We both like things that are not like same, or I don't know how to explain it, but that they're a little bit more special in design. And look at these earrings. They have like this gold kind of very special detailing, and then the asymmetric pearls. Look at this. I love these. And then here we have this. I'm just like a girl that loves earrings, because I think earrings, they really add a lot to every look, you know? Like I said, for me it's just, you know, something quite that adds like statement pieces. Like I like one big ring or big earrings. Anyway, I also have a gorgeous chain, because I have some dainty chains, but I feel like this one is quite nice and chunky. Look at this, for when I need this kind of necklace in my collection. You see, I like these kind of necklaces with corsets, for example, with something really low cut or over a knit, because when I wear a knit you can't really see a dainty necklace. And now to go back to kind of give you a 360 of everything, I still think these are my favorites. The ones that I started with are the ones that I love the most. What do you guys think? What are your favorites? I'm indecisive between this. Initially I thought these will be my favorites, but I think now I think these are. I just love them very much. What do you guys think? Do you like them? I really like them. I think I'm gonna stain them. Later on today I want to give my hair a lot of love. I'm gonna wash it. I'm gonna keep the mask in for like 30 minutes at least, because honestly guys, after the fashion month and styling the hair pretty much every single day, I just feel like I owe it to my hair, you know? So while I still have my kind of hair done in some way and I have my makeup on, I thought it would be nice time to show you what I got from Missoma. Like I said, really strongly recommend these. I love the oversized studs. I love the vintage like jewelry, and Missoma is and has been my chosen brand for years, so I strongly recommend them. Check the links in the description box below, check the products. It's a 10 out of 10 for me, and I'm super grateful to have Missoma as my ongoing partner for years. Now over here next to me, I have lots of stuff that I want to show you. And also the reason why I want to show you everything now, yes, because later on today I want to do a little TLC day, but also my in-laws are coming at 5 and now it's 3:15. So I also don't want to be like vlogging and filming when they come, because not that they would mind at all, it's not that, it's just that I want to give them my time and love, etc. I also am packing because I will be going for one day only to Belgrade. I have some work, but also I'm very excited to go, like, just to see my friends who I love and miss so much, because I haven't seen them since the fashion month has been. Guys, I feel like fashion month's really like, you know what I need? I need some alone time. It's not even that I need to have fun or watch Netflix or I don't know what. I just need some alone time, because think about this. For a whole month, I spend time every single day with my photographer, assistant, hairdresser. That's at the minimum. Plus my boyfriend, plus occasionally my sister, plus occasionally my management team. So the team's growing and it's great. Like, I mean, touch wood, everything's going so well. But at the same time, it's like you're constantly surrounded by people. And I know it might not seem like that, but I actually am an introvert. I really enjoy my alone time. I've said this millions of times. I enjoy spending time with people because I like to pay a lot of attention to them. I listen to them. I give feedback. I try to kind of like understand people. I try to read people while I'm with them. But when I'm alone, it's the time when I thrive. And it's very important for me to have personal space, which when you're staying at a hotel, no matter how big the hotel room is, please tell me like if this makes sense. Or let's say you're at your home. Do you have personal space at your home that is just like your personal space? Because for me, like for example, my bedroom or even my wardrobe are such like personal spaces for me. They're not like communal places, whereas my living room and my dining room in my house are communal places where I have people and I bring people and we have pizzas and dinners and fun. But I guess I'm just such an old school person when it comes to having personal time and personal space versus everything else. And look who's calling me now. Filippo. We just split like 1 hour ago because we went to Audemars Piguet AP house in Milan, but I guess he misses me already. Let's see what he has to say. No answer. I guess nothing then. So yeah, let me know what you think about these earrings. Let's proceed with our day. Guys, we don't spend a lot of time in the kitchen. Well, at least I don't. Today we actually had a friend come over for like 5 minutes literally. And then Filippo was giving a little tour of the house and he said, here's the kitchen, Tamara never enters there. True. Anyway, today I actually have to organize some things because, like I told you, my in-laws are coming shortly in technically 45 minutes. In the meanwhile, I sent Filippo to go and pick up some gifts for my friends. So those are the things that we're getting them and bringing them, because I told you we're going to Belgrade. Actually, we're both going to Belgrade because I'm going for work, and Filippo was like, I also want to come because it doesn't happen often that I go to Belgrade for the weekend, like for non-working days. So Filippo was like, well, actually I could also come and I would love to come. But that being said, apparently I'm organizing some things before my in-laws come because I don't want these things in. Should I put the lights on? Is that better or worse? Like now it's kind of yellowish. But whatever. Anyway, remember I told you how I was the only person that didn't get sick this fashion week? Well, besides the fact that I obviously take my supplements regularly, that I feel like I have taken my health after December. In December, guys, I don't know if I actually properly told you, but I've never been more upset than in December when I did blood test and I understood that my immune system was like really neglected. Like my neutrophils were non-existent. It was a really, really bad situation with my health in terms of immunity. So I had a little chat with myself and I was like, listen, Tamara, okay, you know, Vlogmas was tough. It was a busy period of traveling, but health comes first. So after that, I really took it seriously. I also increased like intake of protein in my diet. I went back to taking my vitamins regularly. And during the fashion week, I really was very, very faithful to these juices. I think this is my favorite. Is this my favorite? They look different because this is so yummy. It's like carrot, ginger, turmeric. And I was drinking one a day. Now, as someone who really obviously cares about their diet and all of that good stuff, I don't think like carrot is necessarily like the best vegetable because also it's full of sugar, but I do think it's obviously very healthy. So I really totally prioritized my health and immunity over anything else. And I ordered these from this place in Milan. And now I ordered a bunch because I want to be like really feeling great for the period that's coming as well after the fashion week. And I honestly am so grateful that I've been drinking a lot of like fresh juices, no sugar added, no stuff like that. I haven't been anyway eating like white sugar for a while, which is another reason why I think I did not get sick, which is crazy because guys, how crazy is it that because I didn't take any white sugar since January 1st until now, today's 8th of March, happy International Women's Day to all of my wonderful ladies out there, by the way, even though when you're watching this, it's not gonna be 8th of March anymore, but you know what I mean. Little millennial heart. I honestly think that the main reason, besides that I was taking a lot of healthy drinks and things like that, the main reason why I did not get sick is that I haven't been having any white sugar. I genuinely think, as much as I have the sweetest tooth of all sweet teeth ever out there, I'm that person, okay? I'm that person that opens a bag of Nutella biscuits and finishes it. But guys, the fact that I haven't had any white sugar meant that I have much higher energy level than ever. I had great sleep. My mind is so clear and not clouded, and don't forget what I wanted to say. I'm so like sharp and I think fast, and on top of everything, my immunity is like really good. I was just not loving the fact that there were so many germs everywhere around. But even my sister was like, how come you didn't get sick? You're like the only person that didn't get sick. I genuinely think it's the no white sugar thing. I don't know. What do you guys think? Are we on the same page when it comes to that? Let me know. Let me know what you think. But that's just my kind of current little opinion. When I feel like eating something sweet, I have a porridge with like peanut butter, like an organic one, or almond butter, or what else do I have? With cinnamon, that's yummy-licious, and things like that. What else did I want to tell you? A few things. Oh, there's another thing that actually arrived in the post today. So usually before I go to Serbia, I ask my friends if there's anything that they want me to bring them, because obviously there's a lot of things that you can get in Italy, but not in Serbia, for example. And my best friend, one of my best friends, who's by the way a guy, he asked me to bring him a laundry scent booster. And I'm like, I am not someone that ever thought on this channel I will be showing laundry softener, but let's smell it, because he says it smells like the best thing in the world and it's not available. I mean, it smells very nice. Even without smelling it, I bought one for myself. Let's see who's calling me. Yes, baby love.
Okay, Philip was calling me to come down to get some stuff because he actually went to the agency to pick up a Gucci look for me that arrived. I have a Gucci look and one of the presents for my friends, some of the presents, 2 presents actually. So that's good. These I'm gonna pack because my best friend asked for it. And these I'm gonna put in our laundry room so that we also use some clothes softener. But you guys know I'm not a very domestic goddess kind of person, so it's not really like my interest, but it's so interesting for me because I have around me a lot of people that are very into, like my girl best friend, my female best friend, she is such a domestic goddess. If I was like her, I guess I would be the perfect wifey, but I'm just not. I'm learning, I'm trying, but also I learn a lot from her. I learn a lot from my mom. I even learn a lot from my male best friends. So you see here now, I bought a lot of clothes like fragrance boosters, and I'm learning. I don't know, they're like clothing detergents that I can buy in Italy that are better than the others, because I actually have noticed that I'm not very happy. I love when the clothes smells really fresh and nice when it comes out of laundry. And I told Philippe earlier, I was like, I'm not sure that we use the best stuff. So I'm learning, but yeah, let's see. Let's hope that there's hope for people like me, you guys, because sometimes I'm not really sure, if I'm very honest with you. It is what it is. Now let's go down and grab the stuff that Philippe asked me to go and get. Guys, okay, look at this. Gucci look and some more stuff of gifts and things for my friends that we collected, and a gift that I got from Audemars Piguet. So cute. I actually spent a day with them discovering the new launches for the year, which I wish I could show you because they are so good. Anyway, it's something from Carolina Bucci. I'm actually wearing today my Carolina Bucci Audemars Piguet. Let's see. Oh, wow. It's a bracelet and it's a really, really beautiful one. It's kind of like intertwined thread and metal, and then it ties around like a key charm bracelet. It's so adorable. And I love the rainbow colors. Thank you so much, Audemars Piguet, on this gorgeous Carolina Bucci bracelet. Let's put it nicely inside so that I cannot create more mess than I've already created around me, because honestly guys, I need to check that the Gucci look is fine before I pack it, because well, high heels, skirt, top, all is perfect. Is there a bag? I don't think there's a bag, or is there? There's a tank, a handbag, lovely, sandals, skirt, earrings. All we need. That's fabulous. So now we need to like wrap up things and like mess around here, because I still have those lipsticks on the floor that I was showing you, and I have. So now Filippo told me that my in-laws are coming at 6. It's 4:33. So technically I have 1 hour and a half at home to kind of make it look perfect. Right? That's the plan. Guys, just when I told you all of this stuff about white sugar, I'm thinking like, oh my God, my mother-in-law will be coming and she makes the best tiramisu ever. Like, how can I even explain to her that I might not want to try her incredible tiramisu? Difficult situations. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about a face treatment that I had done, but I have makeup now, so I'm not sure it's actually the best situation. However, I think like tomorrow there might be an opportunity if I can actually show you my face without makeup, because I do think that my skin now looks so much better without makeup. It's still in the process of healing, but obviously I had events and meetings today, so I couldn't just go barefaced, or I could, but you know, I wanted to look like I put effort. Anyway, so on the last day of Paris Fashion Week, I went to New Age Paris, which you guys probably know. I discovered that place during pandemic, I believe in 2021 or maybe even 2020. And it's honestly been a place where I've tried so many different things. It's a place where I did my laser hair removal. I went there for Tesla, for Mer, for Accent Prime. I've done a whole video on this whole like beauty treatments that I do there. I go there, I even fly there sometimes to have the best ever hydrofacial. I've had a hydrofacial at the beginning of Paris Fashion Week, and I got so many compliments from my friends for the glow that I sent lots of them there. Like my friend Gloria, for example, who you guys saw at the Off-White show as well, I told her like, listen, you have to go and try this hydrofacial. It's really that incredible. And I really think so. So anyway, there was a treatment that I really wanted to try, but it does leave a little bit of redness and it takes time for your skin later to recover. So I did not do it during the fashion week, but on the last day I ran there. And basically first we cleansed my skin, removed everything that I had on, and then they applied a numbing cream, because the treatment that we were gonna do is like a laser, like a vaporization of the skin kind of laser. And we put like numbing cream on for 15 minutes. While that was kind of working, I was under an LED light. I love LED lights. Every single day I'm using my LED mask. You guys know that. It's next to my bed. So in the morning, sometimes what I do, I think I told you this during one of the fashion weeks. In the mornings, what I do is I set my alarm half an hour earlier, and then my LED mask is programmed to work for 20 minutes. So I put an LED mask on while I'm still snoozing, and when it switches off, it makes a little noise like ding, and it goes off, and then I wake up. And it's like the best way to wake up. I don't know why, but for me, it's such a soothing, lovely way. So I was under a LED mask. After that, we went to another room. We started with a laser treatment, which is basically like you will see now on the screen that my skin was kind of like almost smoking up a bit. Like this was not painful for me at all. I mean, I do have a high pain threshold, so I don't know what to tell you. The lady was like, are you really okay? And I was like, I feel 0 out of 10 pain, like 0. After that, she went in with exosome, which is basically like a growth factor, which I don't know if you guys know, but it's basically what we have in our endocrine system up until a certain age. After that, you do not produce any more growth factor. Later on, at some later stage in certain conditions and stuff, it can sort of manifest itself. But anyway, now I'm going off tangents. It's something that really can help you also recover, etc. So what we did, we put some exosome, and she went with this like frequency device, which was then making sure that it penetrates deeper into the skin. After that, I believe we went in with collagen mask, more LED, and that was it. And now, if you come close to my skin, I don't know if you'll see there are like some tiny little dots. These are not pores, these are actually tiny little dots, because what it does basically kind of aggravates the skin a little bit, because when I left I was red, not too red, but like red, because it aggravates, it almost like inflames the skin a little bit to kind of get it to produce more collagen and to be plumper and better. And this is called the baby skin treatment. So they've told me that I should try 3 times, and it's really good for reducing the pores, for kind of getting rid of like some scars. I do have a scar on my chest here, because I think I've told you this already. When I was 21, I got chickenpox, and I have a scar, like one big scar here, because it was the first chickenpox that I got there, and I wasn't sure what it was, so I kept like scratching it off, and yeah. But I have 2 scars, tiny scars here, like they're like really look like big pores, but it really annoys me. I have one in my eyebrow, I have one here, I have one here, and it's so annoying because I wasn't even scratching these chickenpox, the varicella. But what happened is, because when you're an adult, they kind of, after a few days, I don't know if it's also the same thing when you're a baby, but anyway, they like burst by themselves and they scar, and it's really, really, really annoying. Even though my mom did everything she could to help me not scar, and she was really like the best. My mom's just the best anyway. But yeah, I have a few of those scars, so I'm trying to kind of see if we can use this treatment to help battle that. But apparently it's also very, very good for stretch marks, and you probably don't want to see that, but I have a lot of stretch marks also on my knees, on my bottom, on my like hips. I have a lot of stretch marks, but honestly, I could not care less. I even have stretch marks on my back, and I really, really care 0. I'm super confident with my stretch marks, which brings me to another topic of confidence. I think like the reason why I'm more bothered about the scars, like the one on my chest that nobody ever sees, and the ones on my face, is because for 21 years, I never had spots. I never really had acne, like, or something that, you know, like can be very obviously tough on like mental health or confidence, etc. But because I never had it, and then all of a sudden I got these like chickenpox when I was 21, which left me with a little bit of scarring, I was like so unprepared, and not like I couldn't work on this with myself. It was something that I felt like is unusual for me, you know, whereas stretch marks, they happen one, and then another one, and then another one, and then another one, and then before you knew it, I was like, it's okay, it's just part of me. The one thing though, guys, that I wanted to talk to you about, I thought was really interesting. So you guys know I do therapy, I do life coaching, I work a lot on myself, I talk a lot to myself, I try to do as much personal growth as possible to be a better person, a stronger person, like to myself and to others. And I think like I often say this, that people who don't go, like we go to therapy because of people who didn't go to therapy, right? And I really want to deal with lots of things in my life so that I can be better person also to other people. And if I look back to my past, I look at myself in my 20s, I look at myself through my life, I'm very proud to see the progress. So that's one thing that if I could on this channel inspire you guys to do as well, I would really love to. And yeah, just wanted to leave that as message. But other than that, this is something that I might want to bring with my therapy. I've spoken about this before, so let's go back in the past. When I was like 11 years old or something like that, I don't know, I was in elementary school, we had these, we call them like sistematski pregled, which is basically you have to go like at certain time to like GP surgery. Your whole school goes there and they check up different things. Like for girls, they ask them like, you know, have you had your first period? Like, have they make sure that you had all of your shots. They make sure that like, you know, like they talk to you about your general health. They measure how tall you are, how much you weigh. They check your feet, if you have flat feet and things like that. So I always was like, oh my God, I'm such a healthy kid. Isn't this great? Like, you know, grateful for the health. Until one year when I went for this examination or whatever you want to call it. And they were like, so you have flat feet. So you have protruding ribs, protruding chest bone, you have hyperelastic bones, and this and that, and and the list was like going on and on and on. And I was like, OMG. So anyway, I went to school, I went home with this paper, and my mom was like, okay, we need to go to all of these doctors, right? So first I had to go to physio. I went to physio for like 7 days of intense training, and I kind of continued doing some of these workouts at home, and it was for my back, and because my back was like getting crooked and stuff, and I was about to have like scoliosis, so we kind of managed to fix that. Then I went to another doctor, which then made special shoes for me, orthopedic shoes. To be honest, they were quite pretty pleasant to the eye, so I was very happy. They were not like the ugly shoes because I could choose the style, but they were so tight on the foot, and because my foot was like really flat, I had to wear these shoes and whatnot and blah blah blah, and I was like so okay with it, you know. And then I went to the third guy, doctor or whatever, who gave me a body brace. I remember what this body brace looked like. You couldn't really see this body brace because you could wear it like under like a knit like this, but guys, it was, I mean, I salute my parents for trying, but honestly it's so ridiculous. So it was like this thing that you put like on like a vest, and in front here it had like a triangle, like a metal, or like it was, I don't know, on the back maybe it was a triangle, and in the front it was a rectangular thing, and it was like a metal thing with a little cushion in front, and you tighten it so hard and it's pushing your sternum to go back in. And they were like, you know, you can wear it at home, or you can wear it whatever, or like maybe don't wear it at school because you maybe will get teased. I didn't really care. I wore it even to school sometimes under knit if I would forget to take it off and stuff like that. So I had to wear all of these ridiculous devices, and to kind of, I was only like 11 or 12, right? And to kind of help not to get that sternum or my like breastbone more protruding, because apparently it can go in or it can go out, and it can be very bad, and it's some sort of malformity of skeleton. I've spoken about this a million times before, but the reason why I'm like, I got so shook. So several years later, like let's say 2016, I'm like 25 or something at the time, I don't know. I was with my ex-boyfriend, who was a really, really lovely guy, whatever, 2015, I can't remember when it was. We were in Las Vegas and I wore a jumpsuit. And at one point he told me like, oh my God, all these guys are looking at you. And I was like, what? And he's like, yeah, it's because like you're wearing a low neck and your chest bone looks really strange. And I remember like thinking, what chest bone? Even after like all of this like treatments that I went through and stuff, I was so used to my body looking a certain way that I never thought about it, you know? And he was like, you know, your chest bone. And I was like, like, okay, he thinks it's clearly weird, you know? But honestly, didn't even touch me like this, because I feel like I'm such a person that my therapist said that my way that my self-assurance was built in a way that I'm very comfortable with who I am today because I worked a lot on myself. So I'm very aware of the situation. I see it. Some people think it's horrible. Some people don't think it's horrible. It doesn't really affect me. You know what I mean? Whatever. And then during the Paris Fashion Week, I wore this Valentino outfit that you guys all know, right? OMG. Guys, because obviously I have the protruding ribs and protruding sternum, some people might think like, oh wow, she is malnourished, which obviously if you look at like my arms or my legs or anything, like, you know that that's not the case. So somebody, well actually the sartorialist posted a picture of me in that look. And I read the comments and I was like chic, shock, shook to read the comments. Guys, I was like a whole new world of realization came to me. So one of the top comments says, oh my God, I can see her sternum. And then people say like, definitely one of them, check on your strong friends moments. Yeah, not a good look. It's making me feel sick looking at it. So ick. Don't get me wrong, everybody is beautiful in their own way. But as a senior nursing student, I haven't seen a lot of sternum on non-malnourished people. As a senior nursing student, you haven't seen someone with a protruding sternum malformation? Okay, and then, you know, people discuss what it is, what it's not, someone's laughing. People are like saying like, feed these people, oh my God, you can see her bones, she's not eating. And guys, I got so upset, not for the fact that people think my sternum is ugly, because I think you're fine, but because I was like, oh my God, some people might think that I am like an example for an extremely skinny person, which I would hate to be online. Like I would really, really not want to be on internet a person that people think is not eating or is too skinny for the younger generations, you know? Like this is the thing that bothered me. It bothered me that it was so misinterpreted. Like my deformity was misinterpreted, that it's like my skinniness, and no matter how much weight I gain, unless I gain extreme amount of weight, but even then, I think my sternum will be protruding because it's protruding. It's like that. It's like skeletal deformity. I don't know how to explain it. And I just wanted to make sure that people who watch this channel know that it's the way my body is. So like I told you, I'm super comfortable with like imperfections on my body that I grew with, because it's been like that. It was like that. The fact that I like to, I don't know, like color my hair or cut it or try different beauty treatments, it doesn't mean that I'm doing them for the sake of, what you call it, like vanity or to be pretty or whatever. I do that because I'm experimenting, because I want to try new things, because it's available and it's possible for me to try it. You know what I mean? It's like you paint your nails because you can, not because you think it's going to change your life, right? So I just was like thinking, I went down the rabbit hole of thinking like, do you think someone looks at like my deformed sternum and thinks like, wow, she is on a diet? I really hope not, because one thing, I really, really think, like, you see someone says, ladies, a visible sternum is not aspirational, it's dysfunctional. Okay, someone responded, she has a condition. I mean, someone who clearly knew. Yeah, it's someone who follows me. I just think like, you know, I don't want to seem to younger generation, because that's not even possible to get a visible sternum unless it's deformed. That's it. That's what I wanted to say. Okay, so that was my little 2 minutes of sharing stuff. And you know what else someone told me? Someone left me a comment saying like, with your body, how it looks, you should never wear things that show your sternum. And I disagree. I think there's nothing more beautiful than people who are aware of what they look like, but they also are comfortable and confident enough to show that it's okay to look different, because we cannot all have the same bodies. We cannot all have perfect bodies. I certainly don't. I have the body that I have. I cannot remove my sternum, or I don't know, do what with it. So even if I could, I'm not sure I'd be doing that. So yeah, I just wanna set an example, if I can, and where I can, that having imperfections is also okay. Yes, maybe I can work on a scar that I have from chickenpox, but maybe I cannot work on other things, or I don't want to work on other things. And I think that's absolutely, absolutely fine. So there's me with my imperfect sternum freezing in the cold at the Valentina show. Hope that's okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's that moment that we can go and do a little Hermes unboxing. Who agrees? So, okay, let me tell you something. Lately, never before in my life, I started grinding my teeth at sleep. And I never used to do that. I think it started like sort of towards the end of last year, because I remember when I went to the dentist before I had my dental work done in December, he asked me, do you grind your teeth? And I was like, no. He's like, yes, you do. So I think I told you, sometimes in January, I went to dentist to pick up my like teeth guard, which is like that kind of like clear braces you put in your mouth and you sleep with, so you don't damage your teeth with the bruxism. So the problem is, at this point, I don't even care about my teeth. The point is that I'm actually waking myself at night because I'm like grinding so much, and I have such perfect sleep, you guys. You cannot even imagine. I could like sleep. I sleep like a baby. I have the best sleep, the best dreams. I'm never having trouble falling asleep, never having trouble waking up. I never wake up throughout the night. I sleep. I don't have any issues. But the teeth grinding is actually a problem because it's giving me like jaw pain. So I like Googled what's the cause of teeth grinding, and apparently it's stress and anxiety. Also, I don't suffer with stress and anxiety. Like, of course, we're all stressed. I'm stressed when I'm running late in traffic or anxious. I'm stressed when I forget to do something and then I remember. But right now, I don't understand why am I grinding the teeth so much? Have any of you had this issue? And please, if yes, let me know about it. Anyway, I feel like I've covered so many random topics in this video that you guys are going to be like, okay, Tamara, let's see what's in these Hermes boxes. Because I have 4 actually here, but it's only 3 things that I can show you because one of them is my birthday gift that Filippo just liked. He just left it here and he was like, haha, it's going to sit there until your birthday, but it's okay. My birthday is literally in a week. So these are my 3 that I'm going to show you today. There's more as well. There's 5 Hermes things that I'm going to show you today, but this is from Filippo and there's even a receipt so I could have a look. But let's not do that because then I'll ruin a surprise for myself. Anyway, okay, where are we at? We are showing you a few things, okay? Are you ready? It's heavy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll start with ready to wear. I want to show you the item that I bought first, which is this item. First of all, I actually initially really loved this piece so much, but I wanted to wear it at the show because it was so cold and my look, which was a sample from the showroom, was just not keeping me warm enough. So I was like, maybe I'll need something over it. Then it rained and I was like, this is my coat. I'm not gonna damage it with the rain. It is an incredible top, leather, HERMÉS. Like, this is like a butter coat. Now, look at this. So gorgeous. It's kind of like equestrian inspired. This is like removable, so you can just wear it, I think so, or not. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on here that I need to understand. There's a belt that goes with it. And this is the second coat that I got recently from Hermes. You will know if you followed that I got the burgundy one as well. Should I try it for you guys quickly? Well, clearly this is not the best context, but it looks just incredible. It's like a spring coat. You know what I mean? A spring coat, right? Love it. So soft, gorgeous. So I got one more piece of ready to wear, which is what I'm going to show you next. And this comes also in a shorts version. Is this beautiful or is it just me? It's a pair of trousers. I love Hermes trousers. In fact, I have quite a few pairs. I also like the very cool, effortless paper bag trousers. It's kind of like denim, but in this brownie gold color. It will go perfect with this, right? Or this, or this. Lots of options. Even, you know what I mean. Anyway, love these trousers. And now we get to this part. So first things first, I've already told you guys that I really wanted this. It's so good. I wanted this because it's perfection for what I want to wear. And I got that burgundy coat from spring summer collection, but it comes with like a normal cotton belt and I really wanted to wear it with this particular belt with this particular buckle because I prefer it that way. So I got this in size, let's see, Hermes belts usually say inside 75, so I can wear it around my waist. Love it. I don't actually have a burgundy belt, and obviously I don't know if you're new to the Hermes game, but what's really good is the buckles are removable, and this is actually two-sided belt, so it can even be orange if you want. And you can also change the buckle and put another one. This is my belt of choice. Then I wasn't planning on getting this at all, but then I tried them on and I really loved them. I tried on lots of things. I even pre-ordered one dress that my boutique, which is for Borg, which I love so much, wasn't going to buy. So I paid for it and I was like, please, can you order it for me? Because I definitely want it. But this is a pair of not Oran sandals, but Santorini sandals. And like I said, I wasn't gonna get these, but when I tried this color, I really love these sandals. I tried them with a pair of jeans. It was a pair of my Totem cropped denim, and I really like with my skin tone, with like denim or white dresses, white and yellow. I love the combo. So I thought, this is perfect for my collection. I tried another color, which was sort of similar to these. And I know this is such a beautiful color, but guys, I've had these for 2 years and I never really wore them because I think on my skin tone,
it's a bit anemic because it looks like pink like this, right? But then on my skin tone, it's a bit, I don't know what to do. Anyway, we'll see. We need to figure that out. And last but not the least. So you might know that it's actually a bag, but you might also know that I have already finished my quota for this half of the year because I got a mini Kelly, which is okay with me because I love that bag. But there's a particular bag that I really want so bad. There's actually a few non-quota bags that I've been wanting for a while now. And I know that's quite surprising that it's true. I want a few non-quota bags right now. So this is a non-quota bag. What does that mean? That means that your Hermes classic bags, your mini Kelly, your Kellys are quota bags. At least that's the rule like in France. The non-quota bags in France are Constance, are Kelly Pochette, are Kelly Cut, are Kelly To Go, Picotins, Lindy's, Bolides, all the others, okay? So, her bags, etc. Now, we have one that I didn't mention yet in here. And I really, really love this bag. So, I think you're gonna have to, as always, pause this video to make a little guess. They brought me two of these, and the first one was too colorful for me, but the second one was pure perfection, and it is my very first Kelly Elan. It's kind of similar to a pochette, which we're going to discuss in a second, but it has a shoulder strap and it doesn't have a top handle. And it's also similar, I would say, to a Kelly Cut. You can wear it like this, but obviously it doesn't have the top handle. And hold on, I want to make some comparisons. I like to make comparisons on this channel. The difference between the two. No top handle, side to side, side to side, okay? And this one has a shoulder strap. It is a Kelly Elan in a top with palladium hardware. This is the shoulder strap. It's not too long, which I actually prefer, and you can remove it or you can strap it in like this, okay? I saw this bag at Spring Summer 24 collection when Hermes just came out with it, and I really, really love it. Also, I have in a top bag already, which is a Bag in 30 with gold hardware, and this is just something that would go so perfect with this for this Spring Summer. So it's very, as you can see, it's different leathers, so it seems like it's different colors, but it's the same, and I am so excited. What fits in this bag? Everything fits in this bag. It has inside soft, smooth leather, as you can see, a back pocket, kind of like the pochette actually. I just love this as an evening bag. I love this even more than a mini Kelly as an evening bag. I love a mini Kelly, right? Not a secret, but I just think this looks a bit more casual. And even wearing it like this. Look at this. Cute, no? Look at this. I really like it. And as a clutch, obviously, like this. Super cute. Really love it. What do you guys think? So that was it for the Hermes unboxing. I created so much mess, and my in-laws are coming in 25 minutes. So we need to tidy up. I need to put some things in place, and then I'm gonna update you because I also need to wash my hair, do a face mask, wash my skin, obviously, and pack. One night of sleep later, and I am ready to go, you guys. I mean, what can I tell you? I didn't really sleep that much because I was packing till late. Of course, this morning I woke up, the alarm woke me up at 5:45. It's now 6:29. The car's picking us up in 1 minute, and I'm still not fully ready. So I think I'm gonna finish this vlog here. I actually wanted to show you, I've changed up my ear game to the other Missoma oversized studs that I've shown you. These are so gorgeous. They actually look like a biscuit, but do not eat them, wear them. They're gorgeous. So just a quick little reminder about this collection, which I think is so beautiful, durable, well made. You guys know I'm a huge fan of Missoma, and so proud to be working with them. As always, I'll be wearing these actually to travel today. My outfit's gonna be pretty simple, like baggy denim, of course, a beige knit and a beige coat, because I think when we arrived in Belgrade it's gonna be pretty cold. So that's the idea. I don't know, let me know which earrings you prefer better. This is just like such a nice piece of jewelry to kind of, you know, bring the outfit together. I'm gonna close the bags now, and today's gonna be a very long day, so wish me good luck. I love you so much, guys. Thank you so much for following along, for being a huge part of my life and part of my community. So happy to have you here. Wishing you the best of this week and the best of this day, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.